My name is Renison Jeffrey, and this is the Workers' Rights Platform. We are broadcasting live from the Workers' Rights Studio in company with Sham News and See It All News. Now, we would have promised you, the public, an insight as to the thoughts and opinion of the people within the Penal Debe area in which they have been severely affected by the flood in their area and the length of time it have been taking place. What we are going to do here is go deep into what we call underrepresentation. The political parties on both sides must take the blame and the responsibility for what is taking place within these areas. What we are attempting to do here is not play the race card at all. What we are showing you here is misrepresentation without fear or favor. Now, Dr. Moonilal is somebody that I hold in very much high esteem. And to hear what would have been taking place here and with several other residents from the area, we here have decided not to play everything, because some of it might get us into trouble. They might say that it might be out of a libel, but yet still, these things are the voice of the people. What we are going to play here for you is just the tip of the iceberg. We have secured several other footage in which we could present to you, the public. But at this point in time, the Workers' Rights legal team, in conjunction with PEP, are currently deliberating on the material in which we would have acquired from you, the residents of the Penal Debe area. Stay tuned and come along on this journey. My name is Renison Jeffrey, and this is the Workers' Rights Platform, and we will be back at the end so you could see for yourself what is taking place on the ground and what they have been hiding from you.
No, I lied. This is where the Big Apple one is coming from. That is one before Big Apple coming on the next side.
Right, so this is the major tributary. This is the minor tributary.
No, higher up the road, they did some cosmetic dredging.
So this water here is what is coming from the bank there.
Right, this water going down here and continuing when we go across the ocean.
So this is where another one dredge.
Yeah, they want all the trees and cleared from it, and they did dredge it about 3 years ago.
Yeah.
Watch, you see the top of the hill there? The trees,
So is that within the last 3 years?
yeah. I would say kind of just, you see how high it is? Then you have to go into the right, you should go around the mountain.
So you say every dry season there is actually at the Penal Debe the dredges and the rescue.
Yeah, they wrote letters.
So the Penal Debe.
Regional Corporation as well as the Ghana has formed. So it has been like 50 times, still never did anything.
So Rudal he in charge of the Penal Debe.
Well, it would have gone under even because they won the side.
So Rudal and the Penal Debe Corporation in charge of this river. And the last time they dredged it was the last 3 years.
Yeah, about that, yeah. It could be a little longer.
Okay.
But when they did, immediately when they did it came in and they did it, so everything just went back down again.
So how long would that is the MP for here?
about 15 years. I would
15
say.
years, right?
Well, if you take out those trees there, you open the drain here, because this drain was about 20 feet before.
Okay.
So, but when the trees and it started growing up now, and they didn't take care of it and cut it down when it grew into this, and it made it its own water course.
Right.
So that whole thing has to open up there to come into there. So that massive water will come into here, but now when they come into here, it won't go anywhere still.
And flooding this take place higher up?
Back.
Yes.
So, because
So
of the
it
back.
backs up.
Because of this here, because of that day, it's back up and go where?
Right. Well, we high up the road,
Right.
right, which is on the main roadside.
Even though we clear,
What?
even though we clear here.
Here still has the black.
So this water is going back for? I mean not back for woodland.
Yeah.
When woodland flooding because of here.
Here, right? So you're saying that because of an absence of a bank on this side, the water overspilling, crossing the road and ending up in the farmland.
Yes.
Right.
And then ended up further along
Further
the
along.
trees. Now this is only one of the problems, eh? This is only part of it. Now if you go straight down, you're going to see the other problems. Plus we have to go from the gateway tree side to see which part is ending, which is where Raphael's had the
So from an engineering
arrow.
Yeah.
That's completely they never clean up.
So from an engineering perspective now, if you watch the river there, you will see it almost reach the base of the river there.
Morning.
Right?
Hi.
Morning, morning.
Morning.
Dredging the river as it is right now, what we would do is create a basin. You go around. Dredge there to wherever David traces. What you're gonna do is you're gonna create a hole in one within the river. What's gonna happen is the water still gonna outflow and come. What is needed here is a bank. High bank.
Wait on this side.
Yeah.
There is no soil inside there that would construct that bank. You can't just keep.
Well, I mean, we know all of that. We analyze all of that already. So we know if we dredge the river alone and we don't bank it and whatnot, it's going to still back up because they're going to still come here. They have to dredge the whole river, but they also have to bring in material to fill in the banks because they don't have it.
They don't have the material.
Plus, they have to raise the road here because there are a few families living inside it. They cannot get in and out because they block the road from the other side when they were building the bridge.
So it's meeting me doing out there?
Here alone is only about 6, but everybody else is affected in the area if you don't fix here. So it's only 6 of them have to use this road, but everybody else on the main road, everybody is affected.
So-
All the commuters, everything.
So this is one of the rivers that would flow straight out to the sea.
Through woodland.
Through woodland. So there are two bridges that flow straight out. There's the first bridge by, if everybody can remember where TJ's was, now is Faria Suites.
Let me hand you over to
Yes.
Vicari here and
One
Vicari
bridge here.
let you know because they live in here. They live in here, they live on the other side. So they would
Ladies and gentlemen, good day everybody.
Good morning,
Good day,
Mr.
good day.
Vicari.
Morning Vicari.
Vicari, I think Vicari, sorry, my apologies.
Come and just explain to them to be living the film now. About whatever is going on. Our even the part about that part there. It's like
Main problem,
Like this.
this is
What specifically about the road?
you could speak freely, Vicari.
okay.
Yeah, speak freely.
Now we live in an area. Somebody coconut plantation straight down. We have a river coming which you call it Kuchawan River, right? Now this bank, the level of this bank is from here to the light bridge. So this was the original river was passing on light bridge before the big river. So when they come in the blank of this river,
Which river is that?
the one coming from south.
Kuchawan River.
Kuchawan River, right? When they come in the blank of that time, and that was one man. When they blank off that, time after time, which one they blank it off, is they will drop. This water, the pressure, this water is coming over, it's going to flow over here, almost from this distance from the whole loose water, and rushing into you, and flood you over the shore and crop and yard and all that. So that's how we go there. all that.
So that thing will be seen on TV where your mattress outside and thing. That's you. I'm talking about, you see things on TV where you work place for and people.
The Kuchawan River do exist anymore.
Yeah, existing. But that, you see, just block up. Kuchawan River has handled this area water comfortably.
Right.
Like that. But this water, additional water, is this kind.
So in other words, whatever they do to the Kuchawan River, the level of the bank that was existing here is no longer here. And if we could get back a bank in this area here, it would help this water from spilling into the Kuchawan River. And the Kuchawan River would be able to handle its own water course and leave this land area here dry and leave all your houses dry and the agricultural land dry.
Because before, right, if this started happening, this spill started happening from all along, like when the Brett storm was, like something like 2017, 17, 18, somewhere around here.
So
Right.
just
Like
one
6 years
question.
ago.
Yeah.
Just one more question. Now, the part of the Davy Highway already built to where the bridge behind the temple is there, right? So you have the banks existing there to form the roadway for the highway,
Yeah.
right? Which is in a low-lying swamp area,
Yeah.
right? Is that in any way hindering the water from traveling or causing a extended backlog of the water remaining in this area?
Yes. Let me explain. Now, Kuchawan River, from water edge to water edge, one river full is around 45 feet away, right?
Right.
Now, when they was building the highway, they accommodate the blank off the whole river and they put a tubing across. OS put a tubing across, a 36-inch tubing.
Yeah.
We couldn't accommodate even the water from this area, right? So,
As a permanent structure,
no, that was a temporary thing.
temporary.
But then the highway come out closed down because the project come out closed down, right?
abandoned.
Now, what they're supposed to really do is to cut back the original width of the river. If they know they're not
In that
continuing the
particular
highway.
area.
Yeah, they didn't do that. They leave it undone then. When we flood out, well, I gonna get media and west and all that thing, and they come and they cut back. When they cut back now, they cut it about 8 feet in width. They didn't even give it back the original
45 feet.
45, right? So
Not even 36.
even that could still was
60 diameter tube.
even that was still handling this area water. But this additional
When
water,
it is added to that, it can't
right?
come.
When it bunks and it can, the amount going in is less going out. So you have no other choice to back up and flood it out.
So if we were to make representation to on that particular side, because the Billabong here,
Yeah.
That going course.
that going on course, if we were to make representation on that particular area where the tubing was, to re-widen that stretch, that length of bank to the original 45 feet in width, clean back the river and make it uniform, do you believe that it could possibly solve to a point the problem of waters? Now, this is going to continue, right? To solve this problem, a permanent bank needs to be built here. But what we're trying to do now is to decrease the volume of water into the area and to get a faster outflow from the area.
Now, well, what happened is 3 projects were here. This is number 1. Number 2 is cleaning of the river,
Right.
the Kuchawan River, and widening back the original river. That's the 3 projects. But what we see, this is the main monster. If we could have get this and we could have worked on that like what I hear or whatever, we can still get a relief with this. But even
Well,
though they
let me
do-
tell you,
even
let me tell you why this could be the most difficult process out there.
Yeah.
We will have to engage drainage division into everything, all the areas. We can't go with we can't just take an excavator and run in and widen the river. We could get charged for that. The excavator equipment could get seized, and all of we could end up in court. You have to pay a fine or whatever. We really want to go through that, right? We will have to make representation to do the easiest part first. And the easiest part to me would be, now this is I am not an engineer. I am like an accountant in the construction industry. 19 years experience. I would have worked on land developments, big housing projects, big buildings, whatsoever in Trinidad and Tobago, right? What I'm saying is that in cases like this, we try to do the easiest one first, leave the little more difficult one for last, even though the difficult one is the best one to deal with, right? Simultaneously, we should do 2 things. One, we should dredge our river and build a bank here. Because whatever material you're taking from over there that cannot be used, you can bring it and put it here, right? The issue with bringing it and putting it here is we need drainage division to give us the okay to do that, because once you start to interfere with their water course, that's problem and all. They can stop you and you end up in the same position. This one here, we will have to make representation for that one. If we make a representation for this one, we had to get something of a proposal done up. We had to do up a proposal and yes, and show how our solution could bring about, show how improvement to the area and stuff like that. We also had to get an engineer on board to help us with that representation. Yeah. The easiest point right now I see we could deal with, and that will still take long, is to go back to that Kuchawan River where OAS put the temporary crossing, open it back to the original line, because we don't know when that piece of highway is going to be built. It has to be built. And the reason why I'm telling all it has to be built is money spent, people property buy, and you can't just leave all that work there doing nothing. Personally, I would tell my political leader when we get into office to finish the highway. Improve the drainage along the highway network. Make sure that water could flow. Build a series of retention ponds along the road network to trap water so it doesn't go into people's land. Right? But finish the highway, because money spent. Look at our bridge in the back of the temple there. Cost $45 million. That doing nothing. But you had the traffic using a little narrow bridge, fighting up every day with traffic. When you could have finish that piece of roadway there and divert all the traffic onto that roadway there. Huh? The same narrow bridge, right? But look, you have majority of works there. So I also believe that in the interest of easing the traffic flow, let us get that piece of roadway there. Finish. You have a big bridge. You have a massive bridge there, completed, ready for traffic to flow on it. And everybody had to go on this little narrow bridge. 2 vehicles passing. Somebody I know how to average and drive, and you could cause an accident on the bridge. It have a car, I understand, sometime last year, run off the river into the river. Right.
But we head in there right after Ravi. Through here you could reach there, but you would have to walk part of the way because it's off the road because of the bridge. So we're going to go down here, and after that we have to come back out here and then go up.
The best thing we could do is to try and get a piece of river open back, so that we can have a unique flow of water.
We'll be waiting for the engineers and them to come. Let me hear what they're saying. We would speculate.
Drainage coming.
So let's hear, well, let me see the entourage Philip coming with. As you know, all are volunteers, so we hope that they keep their word and they come with him. Because everybody is volunteers. But it's started to start by the end of next week and the beginning of next week, the following week.
Yeah,
so
but
whether
at the end of the
today,
day, no, we could do it. No, I just play another devil's advocate here. We could do it. But if drainage come and stop, we gotta stop it. Because if we go beyond that, we could end up in problem.
well,
This piece of land is 3 acres there, and I have about a acre on this side, so about 4 acres around. And my name here is Popoy Man because I
That's a
specialize in
specialty.
popoy.
Yeah.
And in about maybe more than 5 years now, I have been using
The cargo crops.
a acre, 2 acres of popoy every year, right? The ministry not paying subsidy now, flood damage. And I didn't renew my farmer's card 1 year. They say we can't pay you, right? So I didn't know money. And this flooding here, from here to that house there where the barrels are, is where this river changed course into this river, into this area here. And you have about 4 feet by water flowing into this area here.
It's right from the barrel there.
Yeah,
Back
to
to
here.
here, right? If we do that, I will go and back from here. Right? More than likely going to go down and come back at the next
Well,
one.
where it go, I mean, we solve the problem.
Now don't be worried about where it
No,
goes
but you
because that affects
speculating,
somebody
you
else.
speculating.
We have, no, water will naturally.
Yeah, but
find
you
its own
speculating that it will flood somewhere there, and that's good to speculate and to understand that it could do that, right? But what we saying here, we're going to solve this problem. So we ain't going to say we ain't want to solve this problem.
No,
we're going to cause an
we don't want to solve your problem only.
Create another problem.
There's a possibility, I'm not sure.
No, I can guarantee you, water has always finds a natural
Let me tell you what could permanently solve this problem.
So
eh?
we
Let
need
me
to
tell
look at
both
Yeah,
of
this
you.
water never used to go over here.
Yeah, but let me tell both of you what could solve this problem. You see all this water we pushing in DC?
Yeah.
If from Maruga, come down through Barako, come down through Pina Rock Road, we start to cut reservoirs 100 meters away from the river bank.
Yeah.
Put floodgate along this river
Yeah.
and divert water into the river.
I have read, I have seen, I know a lot about how we could solve the major problem.
But nobody cares to
Nobody
do it.
cares.
And that's
Even
where
here,
we-
nobody cares. Last year, when they were fixing the other side of the river, I went and stopped the excavator by standing up in front of it and telling call the supervisor what to do. Why are they fixing it? 10 years now, you're fixing it. What's the
10 years?
problem here? Yeah, it's 10 years.
So Rudal know about this?
No. And more than no, he
We'll come and walk recently. and
last
just
week,
come
2
together
weeks
and
now.
visit their room.
Yeah, but he
Yes,
it's
no.
more than 10 years.
It's
which
years
means
now, you know
which
about
means
this.
that at least 2 years when he was in government, you had the opportunity to
So
do
when I
something.
stopped the excavator, I told them why they're not fixing it. There is not a problem. They don't even have any flooding. Here's where the flooding.
Yeah, because they have a bank. The
So
water
I
not
was
rising to
thinking,
that
well,
level.
I may create all that bacchanal. The supervisor had a well, heated. Thinking that they're going to fix it this year. So he said they will have to put their carpenter into
So what you're saying then the relevant authorities know that this thing going on here?
I want to believe because of the way they're operating with this, that this is a victimization they're doing.
So you're not UNC?
Me,
The farmer.
Farmer.
You ain't saying nothing to do with this, you know.
I will support anybody who wants to do it. So the thing is, you know what I do this year? After seeing pulling them here, Ministry of Works and Policy came here 3 times and do evaluation and studies and proposals in the last 10 years. And you hear nothing. Every year I write in the Minister, the Prime Minister, the Minister, the
You ain't nothing because at the
I
end
have-
of the day, this is
I
not
have
their
2
problem.
replies for them this year.
Yeah.
Good morning. So my quick question to you is, you are the one with ideas as to how this thing should be fixed, right?
Yeah, I have ideas, but
Right? You all know what needs to be dredged, how deep you need to do that kind of stuff. So we need that guidance, so we will know going back what kind of equipment we're looking for. We have to mobilize people to either give us or rent us cheap and then we have to raise funds. So what we need to formulate here, long after we talk about all of them that fail, because we know they fail. What we need now is a plan going forward. You have to help us make that plan.
here, the easiest thing to do, I tried personally on my own with my own finances, is to build a bank on the inside of that line here. This wire, behind this wire here, build a bank straight to those barrels there by the next one.
So this river
And this
here-
will stop flooding everybody's
Everybody's
road. We ain't touching the
Yeah,
road.
we're not going on the, we're not
No,
going
no,
on,
but if you build a bank there,
we're on this private land to build a bank.
if you build a bank here, you're doing that for when this floods. Yeah, so when it floods, you will use this road.
It doesn't matter.
That's a temporary
I'm
solution.
just trying to get it.
Yeah,
You do it on the bank, the road is long.
Okay, but what I'm asking is, where does this river lead to?
yeah. Your push river.
Right? How far are we from here?
Yeah, but
This road can take me there? How far, this road follows the river?
we'll keep it in woodland and that.
This road is
They hide out from woodland if they...
But river on my left, right through?
Yeah.
Could we jump in the vans?
No, no, no.
Until we run out of river, I want to see. I want to see. You understand what I'm saying? You all know. I want to see. I want to be able to call because from wherever the sea, wherever the river meets the sea, we have to start unblocking from there, yes?
Yeah, that's true.
Correct?
Yeah.
And then coming back up the road, dredge as deep as we could go, so you may never have to put us anything here. I need to see the volume of work.
You will have to put that.
We are flooding.
Let me explain why. Let me explain why before you kill man, before you kill him.
I'm not killing anybody, I'm trying to understand.
Right. If volume of this river, this water comes from volume of the Maruga through Barako, through Pinal Road and ends up in the sea, through woodland, right? In woodland, it will spill over into the flat areas. In here, what is happening? You have a bank lower down. You have a
Where's
bank
Satish?
higher up.
Let me cut you across there and
Go
tell you
live
the
now.
reason here. Because I know where I live here and knew when this river was being done.
So come,
Replace the old
get some photo.
Orokuch River. That river there, when
Whoever
you
put
that,
the
I see all of
they're not asking
standing
people
water.
to right?
When they build this river, They made a very high bank, a very deep river.
My van
This
going down
drain
here,
and
you
go
will jump in
to
the back of my van and
here,
film
from
us
here
we
to
go.
here, is where this whole river crosses under the bridge.
All the van. You load up
So
into
this
the
piece of bank here is on the old river.
And
Old river,
This
right?
bank road is on the old river.
Yes,
river
this,
bank.
all here is the old river. So this road used to be high like the train line.
And
Whose land is this?
That's mine.
Your land here.
Yeah.
So when this floods, this is your land and suffers here. So you can't even farm in here right now.
Not this thing. You see property over there? That was a property stuff that I lost last year. Right there in that book.
I agree with what you are saying.
So
Build a
because
bank here.
yeah, so here, let me finish.
Yeah.
Because here sink. Regardless of what here.
Yeah, this is a train
Regardless of what
height.
anything happened, this have to be
They had a
reconditioned.
rehabilitated level.
Whether it's flooding or not. Because
Okay, but
it's
step
sink.
one, ask this question. This road is an important road to the villagers,
Yes, we have about 5.
so you can't lose this road now, right? You can't lose this road. And this is your land that you cannot farm because this river, when the rain falls, will drown this road, flood your land, and kill your crops. Brought some contractors with me. This is Vishal and Sean of VS Construction. I asked them to come and see the scope of works. They could do multiples of things first. After you all show and explain what it is we're trying to accomplish, they will be able to give us actual engineering advice. 1. 2, may be able to help us allocate some heavy equipment to actually start with. That is the conversation I've had with them. I've been doing them for a long time. So I know their abilities and their capabilities, right? So I asked them to join us on this walk today, this preliminary conversation. Speed, where we at right now, this is his land. We can't farm this land because when it rains, this river drowns this road. This 4 feet above you. His initial suggestion was to build a bank here along this fence to protect his property. How far down would that go? And why wouldn't the water, whenever you end it, why wouldn't the water?
Okay, so the water does not cross.
This is apart. This is from. So I'm assuming.
No. Definitely not. Maybe right 4 feet from the lowest spot there.
Are there any residents that live along this?
Yes, a guy is spotting here, and where the blue barrel is, there's one guy who lives in there.
How long this was? More than 14 years?
No, I don't make it. And then build inside the river, the edge inside the river.
So-
Inside the river, like how this fella build inside the river.
So we have a desperation here. In that I lose my crop every year. I didn't plan this year. I didn't prepare this year because I forgot to get
I
it.
promise you that's why
This
we're here.
guy here,
That's why Marissa, where's Marissa?
so
That's why Marissa brought us.
this guy here, when I sleep in home and I flood damage, and I can handle that, he is in water up to his chest in his
Where's
house.
his name?
His house is behind them trees.
Right where the rigging and leave.
Can we jump into the vans and drive down
Yeah,
this
sure.
road and get a better idea? Would there be a benefit to that?
Listen, you could get all kind of ideas. We want to stop this water from going in here, which is a large volume of water.
So what they can tell me is this river that is what we do. And it's the best choice for us.
So, what is happening? Now over here, we have the bank and they pull up the road. They couldn't flow into there. Besides, they're flowing over, they're coming straight into the David Trace, which is where his property is. This one is the road. Now we can't go into this road, but there's a dead end where the bridge is.
Right,
So we can't go over there.
but would we get a better view of it?
We'll get a better view from there,
This-
but it's
it's like
spilling
that.
out. So it's not just here, it's spilling out into the David.
And we want to rely on the experience, but we still need to see.
Yeah, I know you need to see. Anytime we're going to have to ask Marissa or work for permission, we going into flooding. That is the rainy season. They don't want to start. We looking at a
speed up.
solution that is not long term.
I know, but what you have to understand is this, right? If this becomes a pool and floods your land, and we solve your land's problem, we still have the pool. Yes? What we want to know is, if they could show a way that if, let's say, dredging this river gives it the ability and the capacity and remove whatever blockage down the road, so that it never has to come up on this road.
We're talking about a long-term project.
No,
we
we
want
talk-
this guy to sleep when flood comes.
No.
Philip, just have a couple
No,
questions
we
on
look,
Marissa.
we
Understand? We ain't going to
quickly.
the season
I
with the Saturday.
absolutely
though.
understand what you're
If it's
saying.
all
I
out.
absolutely understand what you're saying. All I am asking you is to let us get
Yeah,
a macro view of everything, not just your problem, everybody's problem. We want to get everybody's problem because she's Shadow MP. She wants to solve it for everybody, not just you. But we want to make sure that we don't walk away from here without a solution, at least for you and him.
Right.
Okay?
Sorry for trying
Not at all.
to
Not
consider
at
that
all. Not
because
at
you need to have
all.
the knowledge.
We need to get everybody's information, a big view, we then start to check the satellite images.
Right.
We are going to, let us drive together this road.
No problem.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Load up in the vans, you all agree
Yeah,
on
yeah.
that? All who want to come, let's,
Yeah, we
let's see
going-
what we can get there.
Yeah, for sure.
And we come.
After that, we'll go.
Saturday still.
Right. Well, we here in the back of the van. Shadow MP.
Yes, Marissa Prasad. We're here in Chester Street looking at the flooding problems. So we're going to take care of everything
And,
in time.
and the next thing we come here to fire Rudal Moonilal.
Yes, we
You
fired
understand?
him. No action.
Fire Rudal today.
Yes, he came a couple of times and he walked, but he didn't do anything. So now we walk in, but we're gonna talk the talk and walk the walk as well.
Linking up to 63. Well, that going up. Right. And then you join the highway.
That the thing there. And who is you a villager from here?
Yeah.
How long you living in this area?
Oh, I here since birth, man.
Since birth?
Yeah, that is 71 years now.
Alright. Other than the flooding, the area is a good area.
Oh, yeah, farming, mostly farming, and this is why the flooding, creates a lot of problem. Especially in the rainy season.
It has destroyed crops,
Oh, yeah,
thousands of
destroyed
dollars crops.
Yeah. livestock and crops. Yeah, it's destroying that in abundance.
How you feeling that somebody finally coming to address this?
Well, of course,
situation?
we would have had political parties come and go, and you've seen no improvement whatsoever. Sad to say, it even get more dilapidated as the years go by. So we are thankful that somebody, Alexander and his crew, if could alleviate some of the problems, at least the poor man will be able to survive, because a lot of them depend on agriculture in this area.
All right. So we're going and take a look at the area there.
Yeah, sure.
If when the rain comes, it floods. And the solution is as simple as dredging. You watching 40 years of the people being ignored. Look at this. That is an idea. That is an idea of how much these people who are the food basket of Trinidad and Tobago, who should be feeding us. The price of food would be 20% of what we pay now, 10% of what we pay now. We would save foreign exchange, we would generate jobs, we would create entrepreneurial opportunities, we will end crime. There is work for 70 to 80,000 people in the agriculture industry. We have enough farmland in this country to feed 2.5 million people comfortably, but we don't, and we can't, because the 1% financiers of the PNM and the UNC are allowed to benefit from this. This river was dredged and desilted. If under those bridges were cleared, these farmers would grow food. And that food would reduce the cost of living in Trinidad and Tobago, create jobs, save foreign exchange, and develop these communities. That is not being allowed to happen because the governments, plural, I want you to hear me say, this is like this since 1962. So that means PNM, UNC, PNM, same, different day. Because it doesn't make a difference to the farmers' lives, regardless of which of those two shirts are in power. Red shirt, yellow shirt, same flooding, same loss. This is Marissa Prasad. She is our shadow MP for this constituency.
Now this morning, we went around 10 o'clock over the bridge there on Molly Street. What the villagers were telling me is it's deeper here, but as you cross the bridge, the water is only 1 foot in depth. So that's
in the
why.
dry season?
Yes, in the dry season.
So when rain
that's
comes,
why it stands still here. So it has nowhere to go. It has to rise above that 1 foot of land to go in, and they're not dredging. When they complained about it numerous times, a private-owned company, sent some sandbags for them because regional didn't help them. Now they are at their wits' end, and they're hoping to take the government to court for damages, as well as for not heeding their cries in dredging the rivers because they're tired. So they want to know if they can take legal action against the government or whoever is supposed to see about this so that they could get a relief.
Well, we came today, we brought contractors, we brought engineers who are willing to work with the Progressive Empowerment Party for free to get this done. We have engineers willing to chart this river and show us exactly what needs to be done, what equipment needs to be used. And then we're going to go to people who own that type of equipment and ask them to assist us so we can come and dredge this river. But I didn't know that you all were contemplating legal action. What I would like to ask you is to organize the names of all the farmers along the path of the river on both sides, and all who have been losing because of the flooding. And let us sit with attorneys. We could organize them with some leadership and some representation, and sit them with our attorneys. That's not a problem. Both things can happen. But what we would like to see in quick time is to get a plan to get the river desilted. How far from here is the sea that it enters? This goes all the way to Mosquito Creek?
Straight up. And it just gets higher and higher. So that's why they close, and it comes back into the village because it goes higher and higher. So if they
So
start
it's not even time. It's just the water have nowhere to go.
No, it doesn't have any, so it backs up. So if you look at the bottom there, if the cameras can see, under the bridge there, you're seeing how the middle of the river, it stands still, and only they have a small path on both sides to go down. Whatever goes and flows there, that's only what they get.
I'm going to try and go down.
You would see it better if you go.
And that river floods 4 feet above the road. That is ridiculous. That this is a situation that they've known about. You see, these farmers have been crying out for help. Before the Progressive Empowerment Party, they've been talking to the PNM and the UNC. The PNM and the UNC have been lying to them and telling them that they care about them. If you cared about them, you would have dredged and desilted that river. I want to know if this is one of the rivers that Rohan Sinanan say he dredged. Because if he did, that is clear indication of criminal activity. I want to know if this Godino River is one of the rivers that in that $1 billion bill that we paid to dredge rivers. See a farmer coming to give me some information. Yeah. Where's the grass?
Morning, fellas. My name is Harold. I am a farmer in this area. And we totally neglected here by government and people and authorities. Right here have a river and a local crossing and a local crossing the river. Right in front here. For the last 8 years, it's flood and more flood. Flood like that. Right now I out of job and I can't take this no more. All this water doesn't remain. Soon as the rain fall, water started to raise here. Back up here and it's flood like that. I have pictures in this phone here. I'll go crying. Yes, sir. Good. Here, this is a piece of land here. I used to farm and I have a block of the road, so I have another block by the other river there. And it looks like peace going and coming 8 years in a row. I have full proof of it.
I am standing in a river.
Yeah, this is the river here, look at it. And down there, the highway full it, and it's higher than this.
So they block the river?
Yes, two sides, by this here and by this guy here, when you just flood out. A little entrance over this road.
So the new highway, that you're not using,
Yeah,
block the river.
all of this problem.
To block the food.
All of this problem.
This is serious criminal mismanagement by government.
Serious. No mistake.
Okay, this river, this is the Bagmania River, right?
No, the Bagmania is from my unit. This was the original cut where they had some long time. Neglect.
Right.
Full neglect.
So this water assists this
Yeah.
area, right? This river.
You have to take it away and join it down.
Right. And the next one to side by me,
Yeah.
that's the Kuchawan River.
Right.
That handle that other area there.
That's right.
So these two rivers serve
Let's pull all this water
this
from
whole
the
area
hills
from here to
And take this, and where this water is supposed to be?
this water is supposed to go down to the
to the mangrove,
mangrove.
to the 14 gate. Yeah, this time in a way down the road so.
When I
You go in now.
really high, right?
To the 14
They didn't
gate.
cut it back to the original width and the original
Yeah.
depth.
I mean, if you see this thing there, but
No
just small
maintenance
so.
of the river. Then
Look at the width of it here, and
where the
if
river
we
bank-
go on top of
when
the
we show
highway,
the
you
river
will see
bank
that small
busting,
so.
where it
And
dropped
then
it.
from the
Yeah,
base of this
additional
river,
water in this
it
area,
full about
and
high like this. So
when
as this
milk
water
came
thing so, it raise and it take we drain and send it back inside.
This is your country.
Okay, guys, let me say to you all, this is the second time in about 10 days I am in this community.
Yeah.
I want you all to know that we want to help you, but you have to help us help you. You all have to mobilize all of the farmers. Where's Marissa? Right? Marissa is our point person down here. She's our shadow MP down here.
Right.
We need all of the farmers' contact information. We have to have a meeting with all the farmers. Those people up there that you see parked up there, those
Yeah.
are engineers and contractors that are here to give us advice as to how to desilt and dredge. Not only that, but to open this back.
Open this also, yes.
Okay?
This is
All right.
the problem.
We're going to get that information. They have some mapping and stuff to do. What we need from you all is everybody's contact information. So Marissa has to have
Yeah.
that. We're going to need you all to organize yourselves into a committee so that spokespeople could speak with lawyers. We can't have everybody come everywhere, right?
True, I understand.
So spokespeople could talk with lawyers and whatever. We will get everybody involved. I want them to hear us say that the farmers of this community have our representation now, and whether they fix it or we fix it, this is going to fix. When I come to places like this and shame them, they just pull up quick with excavator and start to work. No problem. But we hope they do that. If they don't, we will organize it. All right?
Thank you very much, so.
So
we
the
will
next step,
cooperate with you.
The next step is to get you all talking with Marissa.
What happened, you see on the highway bridge there? When the water raised it, here
Harold is seeing that. Harold is seeing that. I see that under the bridge.
Yeah.
And I see that.
And then raise it how it's supposed to.
Seeing that.
Yeah.
So right now,
all the way walking when you catch water, we can't walk in from anyway.
That is the original highway.
Water don't cross that, right?
No, you don't stay in the basin. It's like a hole.
We don't have an air-conditioned office, but this is our office. Come and meet us here. You see just what you guys do? Praise the Lord. God, when He can come, He does send a man. He does send a man.
Well, one thing I want to ask you, for your member of parliament, or you ever make petition towards that?
Well,
with him?
All you guys that may know Mr. Moody, we do lots of things. We had people from other countries come and try to help, but like the local authorities don't want to help them or be together with them to solve this problem. This is no big problem to solve. This is a standard one student can solve this problem. Because I born and grow here, I'm 58 years old. In my time in this river was a new river. I didn't have no mangrove. We never had this kind of flood. This mangrove grew and closed in our river. As a young boy, I could have never dive over this river or throw a net end to end. Today I can do that because we don't have a river no more. If you really watch the edge of the mangrove, where the root system grow 15, 20 feet on either side, the river from here, it closes in here. So where the water go, one blade of grass like this, when this block water from what train you to see how much water is back up. Imagine how many hundreds of thousands of millions of trees, fat like me, and you're blocking water here. I mean, it don't take a rocket scientist to solve this problem. But nobody don't want to come in our office. They want to sit down in their air-conditioned office and solve problem. I mean, look at the river. You will cross it and you will know. And it have one just by this guy there. The same thing, you will cross it. You will know you're crossing the river. I mean, it's ridiculous. I want to go one step further and make a point here. Just after the flood, before Christmas, vegetables were selling so expensive. People keep pointing fingers at the farmer's eye. They say the farmer digging out the eye and this and that. Today, goods getting away in the market. I wonder if anybody asks themselves, how do the farmer living? How is he living with the price of goods here? He's selling it, he's dumping it, what are you doing? Chemical, you know? And chemical, every day you go to buy chemical, my friend, it's a different price. And it's just up, and it going.
It's true we have a monopoly on chemicals in the country?
Well, I want to believe so. I want to believe so.
No competition, so they can charge whatever price.
Do whatever they want. Nobody checking on price controls and whatever. And they tell you they're subsidizing. Every day, a man do buy a water pump or a mist blower, like once in 3 years. We need to get subsidized prices on the material we use on a daily basis. Insecticide, fungicide, fertilizers, micronutrients, all of these things.
You need more competition to bring down the prices?
Of course. No, everybody bringing a thing and they're manipulating the prices themselves.
Now, one thing I also want to ask, I mean, right now we have a high thing with crime in the country. How the level of crime affecting you in this country in terms of the way planting is concerned? That people just come and thief the crops?
Of course, all the time. Not too long I was doing a piece of crop up there and I left my spray can to go home and come back. The guy and I'm right on the river bank living there. They know I farming here, they take up my spray can and I'm gone. But I had another neighbor who used to look after me at my business. She called me and I catch them red-handed. Thieving. You know this is my land, I farming here, so you don't know whose spray can is that? You know, if I put some planners in there as the police would have looked for me.
You know what?
Yeah.
The representative for this area is Moonilal, right?
One so and one so. You got two of them in this area. This revise the boundary. For Tanko and Moonilal.
Right. No.
Who, Dave Tanko?
Yeah.
Right.
He on that side of the river and Moonilal on this side of the river.
Moonilal was in power when this highway was constructed.
Right? He's fully aware of all these problems that we have.
All this
He walked the area just about 2 weeks ago. That same area by Chester Street. Right? He walked the area together with me. I asked him to walk down the area. Walk down. Tell me, promise me that he'll do some kind of thing about it, right? Nice. 2 weeks after, the response was he have to make proposal to Rohan Senanan. The rain is already here already. The flood is already here, and nothing put in place up to this point in time. And he's still making proposal.
Now, you would have talked about the junction where you make proposal. What about the years before? You see, we understand that this is not a problem that taking place now.
No, this
You understand?
before.
What about all before that? What have been done? Or you would have made proposals to other people? We are walk through in that process.
As we say, when this flooding started, we had this guy with the flood action committee led by Mr. Edward Moody.
Yes, right.
And he get real foreigners and engineers and things from all over and did a lot of work. A lot of work. But as we say, we didn't get any cooperation from the local people. The local people didn't want to cooperate. Money, everything was there.
So where did money go in? Because they're getting money?
Well, because we didn't get certain approval from on the local side. So the money just still on the foreigners and side. Mr. Edward Moody could give us some more information more than us.
Yeah, I know Mr. Edward Moody.
Always with us here, and he not living here. But the minute anything happen, Mr. Moody is the first man you see in the water, looking out for this neighbor. Let me go get this fella, get this fella. I mean, high marks for Mr. Moody again. Yeah, very thankful. If you guys need anything more to fulfill all your actions, we can get in touch with Mr. Moody and see all you.
Before Moonilal come on site,
Yeah.
Moody is the first one
Moody is the first one that's been.
assist we
Yeah, first man, Mr. Moody and his group.
assist we whatever.
Yeah, he always really help out the people. And we can give you a little more information how solid we are with international organization.
It was a good fella.
Yeah, you know,
So where I want to say in closing, to send a message.
well, we would like to get this thing fixed. I mean, we are citizens of this country also. We are tax-paying people also, the same way as the people in the north, in the south, in the central, all over. We need this. This is our livelihood. We don't want to turn to a life of crime. We do not want to go down that road. Please, we feed the nation. Have a little heart for the farmers of this country. Other countries, the people that treat the farmers like they are gods. But in this country, I feel the farmers is the bandit. I just feel so in my feelings. We have a family to support also. We have children, grandchildren, the same school fees, the supermarkets, everything, no difference. No difference. When the prices of vegetables high, they point fingers at the farmer. That is not right. It have times like right now thinking, anybody study how the farmer living if he making back his money? No, nobody study that. Nobody. You know, so we would like to get this thing going. We are hard-working people. We like to make honest living. We don't call nobody, we don't thief nobody. Yeah, we feed this nation. Yeah. I sure that someone eat vegetables for this morning. Some farmer produced that. A farmer like myself.
Everything we eat.
So what you want to say in closing?
What I want to say, on my area, which concerns the same area, right? This flood from 2017, I experienced back-to-back flood, 2-3 flood for the wet season. I had 2 big ponds, private land. Plus I'm a private farmer. I'm a registered farmer in the private land. 2 big ponds I had with Cascade by the millions, all that gone. I come out, sort of red duck, 1,500-1,600 duck. If I put a full pound and go, how much I go? Cameroon and cook them away. Right? No relief from no MP or no government or no councillor. No relief, no help, no completely no help. Just set of lies and promises.
When you say lies, what do you mean?
Lies, they promising you, yes, they had things doing, they write to the Ministry of Agriculture.
So why you say they lie?
Well, I catch them lying because they're telling me, in one hand, the councillor telling me that they write to the Ministry of Works and Transport Minister, right?
What's his name?
Mr. Rohan Senanan.
EMP.
Right?
Minister.
The minister. They write, the MP telling me, not the MP, the councillor telling me he write to
To Rohan.
when I realized that he lying because...
Why you realize you right?
on a next story he's saying something else. He's thinking. He planning to write.
When you see somebody else, you tell them a different story.
Yeah. And in the presence of me, he telling the
and
person.
now tell you something different, right?
The person who was going up for the PNM councillor here. I'm not councillor, MP. Right, I forgot the name.
I thought Rudal in charge of here.
Rudal in charge of here, but I went to him when I didn't get no response from.
You tried Rudal.
You try the PNM.
I tried the PNM candidate. When I try he called to the councillor and explained this problem to him. He said, well, he now planning to write and he tell me write the man.
So all the people we see with the bed outside and all kind of thing, where them living? Right here too?
It happened this village. That we have people Woodland, Gopi Traces are large places flood out here when we get flood. Yeah, Gopi Trace, Rock Road, Tulsa Trace, San Francisco Road. It's chaos.
But here so far from Police, the Prime Minister say he can't reach. He know part here.
Well, them fellas riding helicopter with rail escort and this and that.
Camila, ain't she living right across the road there?
Yeah, just up the road.
She don't come neither.
Well, when she was there, she'd still be around. She jump in, she boots and she come.
She said she's sorry.
Well, where they go to?
So what do you think about Camila, fire and Ruda? What do you think about that?
Well, I mean, we all go down quite there. But all 41 and me locking up and throwing the key in the sea.
So all 41 is
all 41. All 41.
If it's a total failure, well, what do you expect me to say?
All 41.
You tell me Rudal is the MP for here 15 years now, 20 years now.
And he does nothing. Even though he wasn't power, he does nothing. He had nothing that I could show that the man do. For we in any kind
You're lying on the man.
I'm not lying.
People say he's a good man. People say he do things.
That the people and who benefiting from him.
Friend and family thing.
You understand? I don't want a personal benefit from he. All I want is do what them supposed to do.
Outside.
You win the seat and you responsible for we.
That's what
you understand? You supposed to do this, and if we come
so if you have one thing to tell Kamla about Rudal, tell me.
Fine.
No.
You're not working. I don't care if they send somebody to kill me too. Because you're unbearable.
Very good.
Is a year come, year going, a loss in. And I'm not getting to have 5 claim in me, sure, with some you're getting $1.
Papi, thanks.
You were part of this one. No. So we can go as well as we want, right?
Yeah.
This silt is fertile soil. If we could take it out and dump it on the bank and get bulldozer, overloader, backhoe, wherever, to take it and spread it through your farm. Because it will raise your levels and it will give you some fertile soil. Right? So that is the plan. They're going to go back and try and see. We're going to use satellite images to estimate what we're looking at. And they know that the excavator is $1,000 a day in diesel and $1,500, $2,000 operating costs. And if you have that, and if we're doing this in a job, we're going to be working with those excavators around the clock. So we're going to be taking all of it out of the river, dumping it on either side, sending it into the land. That's the first thing. Within 3-4 years, it will raise up population because it is dirt, right? It is bringing dirt up. So maintenance has to be a continuous thing. When the farmers are organized, you need to organize yourself into a cooperative to protect yourself. Okay? Because there's a lot of value to your land. There's a lot of value if it doesn't flood. So the idea is to organize you into a cooperative so that you could give the state, until there is a proper government that understands its role and responsibilities where water courses are concerned, until then, you all need to be also looking out for yourselves. Okay? But the Progressive Empowerment Party in and out of government is now part of your team because everything that we join and work with, we stay with and we help right through. So long term, we will protect it. Alright? But we will get a plan back to you all quickly. Next week, Saturday, we have a legal clinic in our headquarters. We are asking a leadership team, Marissa will talk to you all, to come to our office and meet with the attorneys and they will tell you what we could do with regards to suing the state. There must be an actionable item here and I believe that could happen. So we will look at that next week, Saturday. So we are the two tracks that this train running on is illegal and engineering. We'll get both of that back to you all and I know the rainy season coming. And I know that some of you all are worried about that. And we may not be able to solve it before this rainy season, but we'll be able to solve it long term, which will still benefit you and your family. Okay? So that is the plan right now, to organize on your part every single farmer, and everybody that's affected by this river and this other closed off river here. Let's get their names and their telephone numbers, get our information. Good. That's where we are.
So
Questions?
I am still concerned about the flooding that is going to happen maybe in the next week or month. We're going to face that flooding. People are going to be flooded in their house, crops going to be lost, and we're going to see it again. I am saying by next week, if we do a stopgap measure of building a bank on the side of the river, which would not need anybody's permission, except mine, and excavators permission or dirt and so on. We could bring in some dirt and make a berm there and stop that flooding.
On your private piece of land.
Yes, and stop the flooding temporarily.
Today, when these videos go out today, people are going to reach out to me and say, Mr. Alexander, I own heavy equipment, I would like to volunteer some backhoes, some excavators, whatever. If that happens, and we can get some equipment down here to start to work on building that berm, we will work on that. I will make a call out for that. I hear you.
I'm going to explain. This piece of roadway here could take the material from here across here. I ain't say we're taking the highway material. We could take the material across here, fill up that place in a day or two, and solve the problem.
I talk about bringing a backhoe using soil from your land. If you talk about moving soil from here, you're
about digging a...
You're talking about excavating here. There's one piece of equipment and truck to move.
Yeah, that's it.
That's the next piece of equipment down on that side.
No, you will make a pond, I got to change the fish.
If I could intervene again, Basil,
I like a sense of humor.
I was just speaking to you. I have some private contractors that said they are willing to work with us and give us dirt and maybe hopefully some backhoes and stuff to help clean there. So I don't think there would be a problem. We could handle that.
Right.
And they would handle the long term.
Good.
Yeah.
All right. So just make sure, please, what is mission critical. Because the reason government after government gets away with this is because Trinidadians do not stand up. They're too lazy. They're too irresponsible, and we need to organize now. The farmers in this community must say this is our river. Protect us, keep this river functional. That is your responsibility, okay? We will give you the tools to be able to get that done. Let's get it done, all right? So the next time I see you all is next week Saturday at our headquarters for the leader. Good. Nice.
Mr. Philip, I need a visit on the next river. That next river is a more crucial situation than this one.
Which one river?
Yeah.
Okay, so what I'm saying to you is the same work that we're going to do here, we're going to do going on. Let us start here. Trying to bite off more than we can chew, we'll get nothing done.
And on top of that, the videos that we did on Thursday with two of you explaining, they understood it perfectly. So it's no need to even go in different places. That's okay. Right? So all we need to do is start the work. Really and truly start it, because we did some massive videos the other day and they understood everything. Plus when you guys went there just now, they got understood it. Right? So they know what needs to be done now, especially these smaller.
Right. So we are back. The general public, I hope you understand the importance of what we are doing here. We are here to speak the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. As it was said that election have consequences, and people, be careful of who you choose to represent you in what area. Because we are sure, absolutely positive, as to the type of representation that many of the citizens have been receiving throughout Trinidad and Tobago by these prominent parties who would have sworn oath of office to protect and serve the people of Trinidad and Tobago. And we know without a shadow of a doubt that this is not the case. What we are attempting here is to give you, the people of Trinidad and Tobago, a viable option. Not the one that you are accustomed to. Not the one for years you could point out how much misrepresentation you would have received from them. We are bringing something fresh. And we know that people do not like change. But change, my friend, is imminent. Are we going to continue to get this form of misrepresentation? Or do you want better for yourself, for your family, for your neighbor, and for your friends? Do you want to see Trinidad move forward? Try something new. Marissa Passad would have devoted her attention and her service to the people. Vote for something that you could depend on. My name is Winston Jeffrey, and this is the Workers' Rights Platform.